Andiappan, Harinidhi, Gopika, and the RT is going to explain about the case study on customer segmentation in machine learning process. Now the RT will explain the case study problem statement.
The problem statement is we have the company, a lot of the online company and the web company are available. We are handling the customers, lot of the customers, but the customers are buy the product such as frequently, then they are buying the product occasionally, and they are only see the website, but the companies are handle the 3 customers in one way. It is go to loss our company and the profit. This is the problem statement. How to solve this problem or over to Gopika.
So now let me explain the K-means concept. So K-means is the unsupervised machine learning algorithm. So which means it works without the labeled data, and it groups the data based on similarities. So next let me explain these steps how to solve the K-means problem. So first we have to select the number of clusters, which is K. Next we have to select the cluster center, so which is centroid. Next we have to find the distance by using the Euclidean distance formula, like d is equal to root of x minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y whole square. So after finding the distance, we have to assign each data point to its nearest centroid, so like which is C1 and C2. Next we have to find the mean average for each centroid, for C1 separate mean value and C2 separate mean value. So according to the mean value, we have to assign it as a next centroid values. So it will be the new centroid values, and we have to again repeat the same steps of finding the distance, and again we have to cluster each data based on the nearest value. So after considering it, we have to check the clusters. So if the cluster doesn't change its value, then we have to stop it. So until then, we have to repeat the same process until the clusters do not change. So if the clusters doesn't change, we have to finalize the centroid, which is the final centroid of our K-means problem. So the maximum goal of K-means clustering is to maximize its distance between the data points and the cluster center. Next, Harinidhi will explain how to solve this.
So now I am going to explain about the data set. In this case study, we use customer data with 3 main features, that is age, annual income, and spending score. Where age helps understand customer group, income shows purchasing power, then spending score shows how much they spend. By using these features, we can identify pattern in customer behavior and group similar customers together.
So coming to the K-means main purpose is to differentiate the clusters, because there is 3 different types of customers. So for each customers we have to separate different clusters, customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. So based on that, we have to analyze the particular parameters based on the customers. Based on a parameter and the similarity index, we will differentiate the clusters into similarity groups into single clusters, and different types of customers parameters into another group. By this, we can differentiate the group of customers. By dynamically, we can calculate the customers based on the pre-trained data. By using this data, we are able to identify the type of the customer and we can offer the customer better, and we can make profit over it.
Okay, in conclusion, K-means cluster helps business make better decision in simple way. By grouping customer data, by using the K-means clustering, the company can offer to the customers who spend more money, and the company can offer discounts to the customers who spend less money. The applications of K-means includes marketing, business analytics, and banking and online shopping. By using this K-means algorithm, it helps the company make decisions in an easier way.
Now can you tell what is the drawback in K-means clustering?
So drawback in K-means is only for spherical data, it's not working on arbitrary data. K-means is not suitable for all cases, but in this customer segmentation, K-means is best for this.